there is a need for clarifications.
Yeah.
RAAMP started when precisely?
2020. Construction started 2023.
There are different aspects.
2024 rather.
There are different aspects of RAAMP.
Yeah.
Okay. You spoke about the first
Phase.
RAAMP 1, RAAMP 2.
Where it did not participate in RAAMP 1 and 2.
So when was RAAMP 1?
RAAMP 1 was years back. That was done in, I think, in Cross River and another state in the north.
Okay.
RAAMP 2 was, I think it was in 6 states. We have for we have for Osun. Osun did RAAMP 2. Kaduna did RAAMP 2. Niger did RAAMP 2. I think Cross River did RAAMP 2. And one other company.
Okay, so Ekiti started with RAAMP 3.
RAAMP 3, yes.
So when did RAAMP 3 start?
RAAMP 3 started in 2021. But they started the preparation in 2015. So because we joined the preparatory in 2018, but the whole thing, it was closed then. But we just have the belief and we believe in the capacity of our governors. Because based on the understanding with the bank, they wrote a letter to the bank. And that was the assignment of His Excellency John Kayode Fayemi when he became governor in 2018. The first letter he wrote, together with our present governor. So the two of them, they saw the advantage in it. That I visited Osun and I saw what they did in their rural roads. And they had that another RAAMP is around. RAAMP 3, they said no, Ekiti must participate.
That was in 2015?
2018.
2018.
Yeah.
That was when they
wrote a letter.
Okay.
But they finally enrolled Ekiti in 2022.
Okay, okay.
And we started the preparatory and every other thing. We got their first award in July 2024.
Okay, so what happened between 2022 till 2024?
No, we were not enrolled.
Oh.
We were not enrolled.
You only applied.
We applied in 2018. We got a letter of clearance in 2022.
Okay.
So when you have a letter of clearance, that doesn't mean that you have to move to the road. You sign agreement, because a agreement between the federal government and the state. The federal government will sign agreement again for you with the bank that yes, these 2-3 states is added to the existing 13. Let me tell you, RAAMP was designed for 13 states.
Okay.
Ekiti. No.
Okay, so how did Ekiti find itself?
That was the foundation I laid. That what they did was the letter written by the former governor and our present governor, who was the SSG, who did the background work then.
In 2018.
In 2018, they forwarded a letter to the bank on the, I think, 17th of October 2018. You know, it is beyond the federal government this thing. They can't just bring in any state to join RAAMP. They have no power because they sign a financing agreement with World Bank and AFT.
That's the federal government.
And French Development Agency sign agreement with World Bank that we've prepared 13 states to participate in this RAAMP. And when the idea of Ekiti joining, what delayed our enrollment was basically, the bureaucracy nature of our system. Other states, a director in the ministry, then who is going to handle our letter from Ekiti, saw an opportunity to put in his own state. And the person that is going to sign it up said, no, we forgot it. My state is interested in it. It made it 3. That is Ekiti, Ebonyi, and Gombe. But in the process of submitting it at the presidency, those people that were to handle it at the presidency said, no. Interest started coming up that they saw that how did you do it? Please put her name. They have to send it back to the ministry again to go and prepare. Finally, they enlisted 6. That is Ekiti, Osun, Niger, Gombe, Ebonyi, and which other state that joined us? I think Kaduna.
So they were all added to the initial 13.
13. But the 13 has an asset that we are not having. They were about awarding contract then, and they have access to French development loan that was released for building markets. So they tried everything humanly possible for us to participate in the agricultural marketing, but it was denied. French agency said when the arrangement, when the plan was ongoing, when the discussion was held at the bank, at the World Bank, that they were not part of the additional 6 states, so they bow out. They said they are not going to finance the 6 state agricultural marketing projects.
Okay, so when the application of Ekiti State was accepted,
yes,
what were the terms of the acceptance? What
is that you are going to abide by all the rules, because we have a lot of rules stated that this money is meant for specifics. It's meant for rural roads, and they told us the type of rural road, what they refer to rural road leading to the farmstead, road that connect agricultural farms, not money meant for township road. If there's any road that we are working now, meaning that road leads to a farm or communities that connected with farm. We did Ikole, Saba, Ikoyi. Look at the communities there. When we were building that road, there wasn't any market along that corridor except the one in Ikole and Igbemo. Today we have the market in Ikoyi is up. The market in about 3 other communities there. You will be amazed to see what they are doing.
So in the approval of RAAMP for Ekiti State, what was the budget? What was the approved amount for Ekiti State, and how many kilometers of roads, and where were they supposed to be?
Thank you. Yeah, at the Aberdeen show, there wasn't any specific amount of money meant for any state. The more you move, it is performance-based agreement. There are some states that we met in 2000 that out of that 13 states, we overtook them. Now, Ekiti is second in the entire 19 states. So we've accessed more money, more road than some of those states that we met.
We understand that is a partnership thing where the federal government put in some money, the World Bank put in some money,
and the state.
The French.
No, the French. I told you we are not part of that. It's part of the 13.
Okay.
We are not part of the. We are just being called RAAMP. Okay. We're supposed to be RAAMP, RAAMP. That is that we are participating.
Okay.
But we still believe that maybe additional fund will be coming with some French development agency for us to be captured.
Okay.
For the intervention of our markets.
Okay.
So that is the hope, we believe.
But you are saying there is no specific fund.
No amount of money fixed for any state. You don't have a limit. It's just like a pool. A pool was provided for $570 million US, including the national office. So if you divide 570 by 19 by 20 rather, let's say 20, we have IMO who participated in RAAMP 2, but they couldn't complete their project, so they were listed under RAAMP 3. So if you divide this, you may be thinking that yes, you will have access to maybe 25 million. But mind you, if your performance is below 10 million by the time the project closes, you don't have any access to the rest. Those that are performing, most states that are working, you have more access to money than you.
The project we are ready to fund in Ekiti is 100 million. We are taking 70%. Ekiti's federal government is taking also percent.
The percentage is there. The percentage is there. What the World Bank is paying for is, I think it's 81. The rest is between the state and the federal.
So what is the percentage for the federal government? What's the percentage for?
The percentage, the body of the federal government is signing on your behalf.
Okay.
They are just collateral.
Okay.
You are to provide 19%. State is contributing 19%, while the World Bank is giving 81% of it. That is it. Federal government is just a guarantor. Because whatever you are doing, they are the one to deduct it. They know how to.
Okay.
So that is just.
But how do you now determine the percentage? The percentage is based on something. So how do you determine the value of what you're doing? If you say there was no
for
budget,
the states,
there's no particular budget that this is what
the state is entitled to. Like I said, we are to consult one. Everybody has a mandate of conducting 1,000 kilometers.
Okay.
Are you getting me? It is not possible for you to complete that 1,000 kilometers with that amount.
With what amount?
With whatever you think you may be getting, even if it is 25 million. How do I mean? Look at it holistically. Like I said, when the whole thing was designed, we are looking at constructing a kilometer of road at 106 million naira. When the road was designed, when a bag of cement was 200,450. The road was designed when bitumen was, I think, 338,000 naira per ton. The road was designed when iron rod was less than 500,000. So also the cost of diesel and every other thing. They are all functions of construction materials. Today, sir, you may Google the price of a bitumen. Bitumen, I think, is not less than 1.7 point something million. A bag of cement is not less than 10,000. Are we together, sir? So these are functions of construction. So when they gave us that your per kilometer of your road should not be more than 108,000 million, and you are to provide infrastructures. One, you are to provide drainage. The cost of a meter drainage then was 27,000 naira. 27,000 naira of that particular very day, sir, then it's not enough for you to procure gravel.
No.
What do you do? Yes.
Okay, now.
So you have to go back to them. So indeed, our intention was to construct, let me put it that way, 10 kilometers of road. Then I'm trying to start an example. You gave us 20,000. For example, I'm not, because if we are going to break it down, just for us to discuss it briefly. Sir, we've designed our road. This is the cost then. This is the cost now. What do we do? Okay, base it on priority. Look at those roads that has economic value, more economic value. All roads are important. Let us look at what we are having there, the candidate roads that you think you have to take care of. All roads are very, very, the 1,000 kilometers is very important. Now what we can do is, let us reduce the kilometer so that you have value for money. So that it won't be as if you graded the road and you leave it for erosion to wash it off. Design it, come up with it, let us know, let us have the actual cost. We will review our consultant. We have consultant who is going to do that. It was done by consultant, forwarded to them at the FPMU. They will look at, they have their own market survey. They will do it again, review, and send it to the bank. The bank will review and forward it back to you and tell you what to do. Have you done so? Let us have your data, where you source for those informations. Because it is not something we can see. I don't even have access to it. We have a consultant that is working on it. It is your consultant that will do it, forward it to you. You are going to forward it to the Nation Office. Nation Office will review it and forward it to the bank. Those are the layers. So it doesn't end there. They will compare it to what they have in Ondo State, the West, because that we have the same soil, and the same rainfall, which may be a little bit, just a little different. So that is the way it operates. We don't have the capacity here. And if you are doing your ESMP, RAAMP, whatever, the PAP, so you will do it too. Those people that their economic things were affected, you will do enumeration. We have a consultant. It doesn't, none of us, it's just for you to show them the road. They will go in there. We will do the video of that road. They will count the number of trees, be it cocoa or whatever, that is affected. You will submit it. They will come and do their verification. And the mode you must pay. Let's cite for example, we have a mosque in Afolu Odofin that needs to be demolished, a place of worship. You need to build another one for them, because you can't take up a place of worship from the people without replacing it.
All within the approved fund.
Yeah.
Now let's look at it. If
but those one will be paid for separately. It's not part of construction.
Okay.
It's not.
Now, if 1,000 kilometers were approved
for different interventions, it's not the same thing. The cost of backlog, you know, I'm discussing backlog 131, because the total backlog that we are going to construct is 250 kilometers. Is at a cost. You can't compare the cost with the cost of sport improvement. Sport improvement is just for you to provide drains, provide covers, look at the stability of the road. If it is not stable, you stabilize it and overlay it. That one is a minor work. A place that let's make like our upgrade now. We have an upgrade in Odoru. That was one of our pilot road. The drainage there is in place. Sub-base is done. Bus cover that is there is done. You don't need to do all those things. What you need to do is just to do the sub-base and base, compact it and lay asphalt. It will be lesser.
Now let's look at if Ekiti State had 1,000 kilometers of road construction approved, were there specific roads in certain communities that received identified?
Yeah.
Were they?
Yeah. In all the 183 communities.
Would you want to tell us some of these?
Some of the roads.
Yes.
I mentioned there because
we have initially in the overview.
Like I said, 440 kilometers of sport improvement. I told you, let me cite an example of Afaoire. It was asphalted years back. So we saw some damages that has been done to the surfacing because of the high volume of vehicle plying the road, and there was no enough drainages. We have to introduce this. We have Ifakeoni to Ido. Approved. Those are the ones that we are for sport improvement. We have Ijelu, Itapa. Sport improvement, we have Ishan and Lemesho. For sport improvement, you have a lot of them in Nemure. We have in all the local governments. So also backlog maintenance, like I said, backlog maintenance, our new phase in back, I mentioned since where we are working now, we are working Agbado Ijesun to Ise. Person is about 18.3 kilometers. We've completed asphalt lane in Ekole, Ekoyi, Igbemo, which is another 19.8 kilometers done. We are working in Abauri Okuta, Ikogosi, which is 8 point something kilometers. We have Ara, Ekameta. We are working in Jero, Epe, Araromi. So we have Abekoko here to Ijaribi in Ado Ekiti. So we've got clearance for Ikere Ijare. Ikere Ijare is a road linking another state, but that's where we have full concentration of farmers in Ikere. And on that road, we have some challenges. What are the challenges? We have economic trees. We've done the RAAMP, we've done everything by consultant. Our consultant has done that. Engaged from the bank.
You have to pay compensation.
You have to pay compensation on all those economic trees before we touched it. So that one is done already, and we are waiting. We are almost done with the approval because we presented the final draft. Because this is the second time that this thing will be going to the bank, to RSA after proper checking from the nation office. We have Itawure we have another one in Itawure again that we are working on, leading to Kimesi. So that one too, we are done with the RAAMP. So what we are waiting for is final approval again, because we have to pay all those PAPs. Yeah, before we start the construction. So we have in Iluomaba, then we have in I think we have in most of major places because the communities are too many.
Okay.
We have in Omo, Edaile. So connecting, we have Ogun to Itapaji, we have Oduayedun to Okeako. We have
Omisanjana Road in Ado Ekiti,
yes.
Is it part of RAAMP project?
Yeah, let me tell you, we have two. I saw what my brother said on Omisanjana. I laughed because I called him. I said, the Bible we all believe in, because that's I'm a practical Christian, says you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. It is the truth that you know that can set you free. You have my number. Why don't you call me? I will tell you the history of those roads. What is revised road? Is Adebandele Road. Omisanjana Adebandele is quite different from Omisanjana to Okeaso. We have a T junction. This goes through 133 kVA to Adebandele. This one goes from here to Benfolani.
Which is for RAAMP?
Yeah, this one is for RAAMP. The one we are consulting. The other one that was consulted was by the state government.
Which one? The one that goes to
Adebandele is for state government. The one for Okeaso.
Okay.
To Benfolani Okeaso is our own.
RAAMP.
Yes, and it connects. It goes to Okeaso. We are working there, and we have another road linking Okeaso. That is Abekoko Ijaribi.
People of the Fountain,